What's crazy about this is the reason that you actually don't know is because it's not in the media.
I'm Nikki Bon, and my friends always make fun of me because they say I live under a rock because I never know really much about anything. Not really current events, pop culture, politics. I just don't like scrolling the internet. It makes me feel bad about myself. So I'm going to have my friends come on and fill me in on things I've missed, and I am going to assess whether or not I even needed to know about that in the first place. Because sometimes it's really enjoyable being blissfully clueless. Claire's back because she's in LA and she has a lot to tell me.
Okay, so I just came back from Vegas.
Okay, why were you in Vegas? Are you a gambler or
my husband likes to gamble?
Okay,
not my first choice.
Yeah,
not my first choice.
Do you like Vegas?
I don't love it.
Sacrifice,
but I do love my husband.
Wow.
So
I'd be like, see you later, alligator.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went. We had heard that, as I'm sure you did, that Vegas got hacked 2.5 weeks ago.
No, I didn't hear that.
What? It was
where were they telling you that?
It's in the news. They had like these pictures of Vegas and the like casinos, and all their screens were black. Then a hacker took down their system, apparently.
No, I didn't know. But I think that's okay for me to not know. I don't think I need to know
I
Vegas
will
is
say
hacked.
that, so that's all I heard. And then we went to Vegas 2.5 weeks later, and I was like, it's going to be fine. But then we show up, and they neglected to tell us that the hack is still ongoing. It is currently still happening.
Did you check
2.5 weeks later? Well, no, but if you look, there is nothing about it in the news after that.
That's a good
They're
PR
not
team.
Talking about it at all, like my parents at dinner. So had I known that this hack was going to be ongoing, I definitely wouldn't have gone, and I would not have stayed in one of the hotels that were hacked.
What hotel were you in?
I was in the Vidara, which honestly, it's not that nice.
It's not that nice.
I didn't really think it was that great.
Okay. Is it supposed to be nice? I don't know anything.
I don't know.
about
Like, I
Vegas.
think it's supposed to be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And turns out it's one of MGM's properties, and MGM was one of the companies to get hacked.
Okay.
And so the hackers took down two like separate companies. One was Caesars
Palace.
Yeah, I guess.
I think you have to say
I
the
don't
whole
know the
name if
name.
you're going to say Caesars.
Mr. Caesar's Palace. So one of them was Caesars. The hackers asked them for, wait for it, $30 million to get their systems back.
Damn.
So they infiltrated everything. Everything was affected, from like the elevators to payment to like checking people in to their casinos to like Wi-Fi.
Automatic toilets.
I don't think Caesars has automatic toilets.
Okay.
But if they did, affected for sure.
Automatic washing your hands.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the system goes into that, but maybe.
That'd be gross.
So the hackers asked them for 30 million.
Okay.
And Caesars was like, I will immediately pay you. I want my system back, but I'm only going to pay you half. So they literally gave them 15 million right away in cash.
Okay. In cash?
In cash, I don't know, like you transferred it.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if the system's down, how are they transferring it?
That's
to the
a good
hackers?
question. Like maybe guys, like with
Horses.
This was suitcases.
Oh, okay.
Like
I think it'd be like this.
They're handing their suitcases. That was me.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's on a horse anymore.
I'm just saying we don't know where the hackers live.
This is where we tell you that people drive cars now and they're not horses. This is when you found out that that's no longer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, also, this is when you find out people don't walk with suitcases like this. They walk like this. Yeah.
That's how you walk with your suitcase?
You don't walk like this. Oh, it's so heavy. You walk like this. I got a suitcase.
Or you're like, ooh, I just arrived in town with my suitcase.
Oh, okay. Doop-a-doop. Yeah.
Boop-a-doop.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, whatever. Ugh.
Okay.
Anyway.
So they gave them the money.
So they gave them the money, and then because they only paid half of it, the hackers were like, fuck you. We'll give you your system back, but they put a Trojan horse inside.
I just said horse. I just said horse, and you said, so I was foreshadowing what was going to happen.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And also, what's a Trojan horse?
that a sexy reference or what does that mean?
You guys said they put a Trojan horse in.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Trojan horse is. Do you know what a Trojan horse is?
I don't I don't totally know, but I'm guessing what it means is that they put in like a bug that they couldn't see when they handed the system over. So they thought they were getting everything back, but the hackers were still in there. They could still fuck with them.
Whoa.
And they had 15 million.
Okay.
So MGM saw this and they were like...
Can I just pause for a second? How do you think the reaction went in the control room when they were like, yeah, and then they're like, no?
Yeah, it's like probably like a scene from like Homeland.
Like how would you act it out?
I would be like Claire Danes.
But do it.
Where
Let's
she
pretend.
just like ugly cry.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I'd be like the quirky guy that I'd be like the one on the computer. It's like,
you're the nerdy tech guy.
Yeah, and I'd be like, all right, it's sent. We got it. And then you look back, and you're like, yeah, we got it. Yeah. And everybody's like, yeah, and cheersing with their champagne. And then I'm like, oh, fuck.
No.
Yeah, but it'd be like a witty like.
But you'd be like, Trojan horse.
Yeah, I'd be like, we got a galloping in Trojan horse. Like that.
What? What? We got to gallop a Trojan horse?
We got a galloping in Trojan horse. It'd be like something like, oh, like a witty line. A witty line.
Oh, that's your witty line.
Yeah. Or like,
I think it's a good thing that you're not writing this screenplay. Anyone else take it.
And then, oh, fuck. And then everyone's like, what? And only one guy hears it. And he goes, what is it? And then I go, we lost our systems. That's what I.
But then he'd be like, I thought we got them back.
Yeah. And then I would say, you know what Thought did? And then you would say,
I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. And then I would say, well, my grandma used to always say it, which she did in real life. He thought he farted, but he pooed his pants. That's what my grandma used to say.
And that's your like motto that you use in a daily
always
routine.
Yeah. And I think this character could do it too.
Would say it the same thing. Does it apply? Do we feel like it applies?
Yes, absolutely. We thought we had our system back, but we just shit the bed.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay.
I feel like you punched it up a little and you made it your own, and I think, that was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the story.
MGM saw this. They're like,
look what Thought did.
That's not what they said. They did not say that. MGM saw this and was like, no, thank you. Not for me. I would like to keep our money. Also, we can't be setting precedents.
How much did they want again?
Oh, right. Thank you. The hackers asked MGM for $2 billion.
Whoa, you can't go that high.
Right?
If you want the money. That's ridiculous.
$150 million. That's a lot. That seems like a nice time.
Yeah.
$2 billion?
No.
Yeah.
Like, who is he?
Dr. Evil?
Yeah. It's like one Dr. Evil.
It's wild is what it is. And the fact that like they're not even talking about this, but like how many employees would all of these casinos have? Like so many. All of them know about this, but the fact that none of this has made the mainstream, news and media is crazy.
That's insane.
They have shut this down. It is a vault. They don't want anyone to know about it. But then literally when we were in Vegas, every single employee was like so fucking frazzled. They're just like, oh, I don't know if the hack, this has ruined my life. I'm never working here again. We're really struggling. Everything's closed. I want to kill myself. And we're like, oh my God.
That's so sad.
Yeah, they're all so stressed. But then also I kind of think like they secretly maybe a little bit loved it because they're like, we're in a movie.
I guess.
I made my own movie. This never happened.
Secretly loved it. But if everything shut down,
I don't know. The guy who told us all this
loved telling you.
Like, yeah, he really loved it. He was like, this is the tea.
What happened? You walked through the hotel door and you got there and you're like, oh my God, it's still hacked. Like what?
Well, immediately when we were checking into the hotel, it was like a 2-hour wait on
Really?
all of these all of the hotel lines checking in, like every single hotel. 2 hours. Like, what are you doing? And it turned out that the system affected how people check people in. So every employee had to individually take people to their rooms. So it was taking forever.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Did they give you any sort of free things?
No, they didn't give a shit.
The fact that they didn't tell you, that they didn't send you an email saying, hi, we're hacked.
Nothing. No heads up. They weren't even like, hey guys, just to let you know, we're still hacked. Like, maybe don't use your Visa everywhere. Maybe try not to use our Wi-Fi. They didn't do any of that. And it's like all the employees were like, by the way, like, watch out where you're putting literally any card, Wi-Fi, whatever.
Really?
And I'm like, who do we listen to? Probably the employees.
Yeah, definitely the employees.
Definitely the employees. They have nothing to gain.
Lose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so wild. And like, it's completely taken down like half of the city, really.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because you could have gone and stayed at another hotel.
I would have loved to stay at another. Got so paranoid. We're like, we didn't want to go on the Wi-Fi.
I thought you were going to say, do we even want to go in the water?
Yeah, that too. Honestly, the hackers are everywhere. Are they going to see like me, I don't know, naked on my phone?
Whoa. So did you like have a better posture?
I like definitely perked them. I like tweaked a little bit.
And you like waxed and stuff?
For sure.
Cool. That's smart. Like that's a thing.
If it's going to be out there, I want it to be good.
Yeah. If somebody's going to be looking at me like fine, okay, you hacked into my phone. Yeah, like at least prepare me. Like don't put me in such a vulnerable situation that you're gonna see.
I need a heads up.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be hacked.
Yeah, like if there's nothing I can do about it, can you at least let me know so I can prepare myself? Because if you're gonna leak videos of me, can you at least?
Like I don't want to scare you, the hacker. You know what I mean? Because there's some scary shit that could go down.
Yeah, there really is. Wow. So. Your makeup looks good. I hope it was like this the whole time.
It wasn't for sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to see me because my angle when I'm looking at my phone is like really gross.
See, that's what I hope. That no one wants to hack me because they're like, ooh.
Yeah, we're not in the realm of people needing to see us. Yeah, we're not their pick. The point is, things are turning on and off. Vegas isn't haunted. It's a hack. Like I immediately be like, oh, it's haunted.
Do you feel bad for them?
Do I feel bad for them? Not really, honestly. I think they have enough money that they can deal with it. I mean, it fucking sucks. I feel bad for the people who spent the money to go there and then they can't actually enjoy themselves. Because here's why I don't feel bad for them. We don't know about it. They've been hiding it. So they're not telling people who have bought tickets to come to whatever shows or stay in the hotel. They're keeping it to themselves.
Well, they're also not sure that these aren't children that are the hackers.
Why would they think they're children?
I don't know. Maybe because they chose $2 billion.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a crazy amount that someone would be like, yeah, we'll give you $2 billion.
200 million, great life.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need $2 billion.
That's insane. Like you are, that's, or
You're reaching
children.
There.
Honestly, if they were like, oh, it's a cartoon cat, I'd be like, yeah, I'd believe that too. Like that's a crazy, that's a crazy amount of money.
It's wild.
American teenagers?
Probably not. Let's be honest.
American teenagers aren't that smart.
Yeah.
Really? Like computer wise? I don't think so.
I don't even think it's computer wise. I think it's just general.
I mean, teenagers taking down a is epic.
It's not even a casino though. It's like many casinos.
That is epic. And it's kind of smart to be a teenager doing it because if you're under 18, then you just go to juvie.
I don't know though. Can you be tried as an adult if it's like billions of dollars?
I don't know. That's. I wish we had a judge here.
We need a fact checker on your show
because we need somebody. I need a producer to look stuff up for us because that is very smart. If you are going to commit a crime, do it
before you're 18.
A healthy crime. This isn't like not a killing crime, but I think stealing from a casino is like a healthy crime. It's not a healthy crime.
You're taking from the rich to give to the poor.
I hope so. I hope I hope so.
They're probably just buying like, I don't know, what would teenagers do with billions of dollars?
Well, here's what I hope.
How do you even hide all that money? I don't think you can.
What if it's a gross adult who's controlling the teenagers to then do
They're
it?
just like scared at their computers.
What if that's happening? Because did you hear what GM was doing?
I thought you meant MGM, and
no.
we just talked about this.
Not GM. General Mills. I called it General Motors.
Oh, I actually don't know what's the difference.
Oh, General Motors is a car company.
Yeah.
General Mills makes cereal. Cheerios.
Oh, I thought that was like Post.
No, General Mills makes cereals and foods. Processed shitty food.
Okay.
Yeah. And they...
Good shit.
What?
The good shit?
Yeah. And they were... Oh, this is a crazy story. But they told it on the Daily, so I'm not that smart. But just to loop around for me to teach you something now.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah. So, and this is like not funny. So I guess this is where the show where we lose the humor of the show. So
have we gotten there yet?
I think we did.
Oh, okay.
It's a fun fact.
Okay.
General Mills, basically... Oh God, it's so dark. I'm also not going to explain this properly.
I don't even know where this is going. How is it dark?
When Trump was president, basically there were so many children at the border that the people that do all the paperwork and make sure that the children are going to safe homes, there were so many children that those people were overwhelmed, and the government was being like, there's too many children here. There's too many children. You need to find them homes. You need to find them homes. So they stopped, and it's not the workers' fault. It was the government pushing them. So they stopped doing such, what's the word? They stopped doing, I'm so dumb today.
What?
They stopped doing their due diligence.
Oh, okay.
Is that the right word?
I have no idea.
They stopped like doing proper check-ins and paperwork, and like the intensity that they used to put towards making sure these kids were safe. They lightened up, and they were just saying, the kid's in this home. So there was a lot of people on Facebook that were reaching out to these third world children saying, hey, if you want to come to America, you can stay with me. So the children were coming here, and then their papers were like, oh, I'm supposed to go stay with Bob Lard. It's not a name. I'm going to go stay with Bob Lard.
Mm-hmm. It's a good name.
And
that's where your mind went is kind of weird. We need to dive into that later. But yeah, keep going. Bob Lard. Yeah. That's an American name.
So then Bob Lard comes and says, hi, I'm here to pick up this kid.
Hi, I'm Bob Lard.
I'm Bob Lard. And she says, okay, Mr. Lard, which child were you here to pick up? Who are you fostering? And then he said, that one. And then Bob Lard, Mr. Lard, takes the kid home. And normally it takes...
I'm so confused where cereal enters this story. Where are we going with this?
Okay, so Bob Lard...
Is he feeding them cereal? Are they bringing the cereal? How does this make sense? This is very sad, but I am confused where this all correlates.
Okay, I'm going to get there. But the point is, Lucy, who works the papers, would normally...
Lucy? Where's she coming?
She's the paper worker.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm following.
It's so bad that this one is more funny than the Vegas.
It's sad, yeah.
So Lucy, who would normally take 3 weeks to make sure Bob Lard is an okay candidate to send Pax home with.
Pax?
That's the kid's name. I named the kid Pax. It's
like
a pretty good name.
Angelina Jolie's son.
I didn't even realize that.
Why do I know that?
Do you think upsetting. That I would know that's Angelina Jolie's son's name? But I thought that was a pretty good name for the kid. So we got Bob Lard, who says, hey, I'm here. Lucy, who's like, normally it takes 3 weeks, but my boss, Bill, is saying, get rid of the kids. So she's going, okay, fine. Here, Bob, take Pax, goes home, doesn't check in on the kids like she's supposed to. You're supposed to follow up with the kids for a month, but there's so many kids. And she did follow up, but then like once, but they didn't pick up. So it just wasn't as strict, and it wasn't being watched the way that it normally is. And a bunch of these kids
had a bunch
cereal.
of Bob Lards come and take them. And Bob Lards were giving the kids to General Mills factories.
What?
Yeah. And they were packaging cereal and working in the factories.
Where?
In America.
Where?
I don't know, at the General Mills factories. It's on the Daily.
What?
They'll tell it much better than I will. And they would have to go to school during the day. So they'd work the factory at night and then they would go to school during the day.
Oh, it's sad.
It's so sad. But then there was a reporter who sat outside General Mills and would see these kids leaving at 6 a.m. And she finally stopped them.
Mr. Mills, what's he doing?
I know.
Saying about this?
They're saying they didn't know.
Didn't
They're
see
like,
any kids?
no, they didn't see any kids and they had no idea. Yeah, it's not wild.
What the hell?
It's wild.
So, okay, where are these kids now?
They're freed
Still
and they're
making cereal?
no, a bunch of them are free.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, they're
Pizza.
honestly, it's okay if they're making pizza as long as they're making
Pizza's a happy...
a proper wage.
Happy.
Yeah, pizza's it's like soft, and it's like if you're making the proper wage, but they weren't. Bob Lards were taking the money.
I don't know. I don't think you can still have kids work even if they're making a decent wage, Nicole.
Well, I worked when I was 12. Did you?
That's illegal. You're not allowed to work when you're under 14. Honestly, maybe 15, but I'm pretty sure it's 14.
When I was 13, I was working in a hair salon dyeing adults' hair. She paid me.
Seems...
Can you believe it? Dyeing their hair. Because at first I would sweep up.
Is that how you swept?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
So good. I see why they hired you.
Shimmy yo, shimmy yay.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do you know that song? Okay. So I would sweep and then finally she was like, hey, do you want to try shampooing? And I remember shampooing one woman's hair and a piece flung into her eye and she went, oh God. Ah. And I was like, chill out. I'm just a kid. and then I would put the cap on and pull the little pieces of hair out.
What?
I was very methodical about
you were doing
it. The weaving the hair through the
cap.
hair.
My God.
And sometimes I did foil for people too. Is that crazy?
Sounds like not allowed.
My mom was like, get to work, bitch. I had to.
Yeah, what was your mom doing?
My mom
this whole
wanted me
time?
to start working. She goes, go work. You got to work.
Not allowed.
At least she let me keep the money.
What did you do with your child labor money?
I put it away in my piggy bank, and then eventually I saved up $1,000.
Now I feel bad for making fun of the kids for eating cereal.
Don't feel bad. You didn't know where the story
they were
went.
making it.
You didn't know where the story was going. I'm sure they ate some when they were working.
That just made me sad.
Okay, let's go back to MGM then. I can't believe they think it's teenage boys.
I don't know why they think that, but I am pretty intrigued about this. And the FBI is on this. Like, if they do get found out, which honestly, if they haven't found them by now, I feel like they won't. But if they do, those boys are fucked.
Yeah. Wow. Why do you think they're boys? Why can't girls hack?
We don't know how to use technology. Ugh.
They're too busy baking.
Yeah.
So now you guys know, don't go to Vegas or don't stay in MGM.
Honestly, give it like a good 3 months, maybe.
Maybe call the hotel. And if it goes to the...
I don't even know if I would go to the Formula One at this point. They only have a month to like get their shit together.
Yeah.
And that is not together.
So this is us here to tell you, Vegas is still hacked.
Vegas is still motherfucking hacked.
Where is it hacked? Caesars and MGM.
Caesars, MGM, but MGM owns like a bajillion companies on Vegas Strip.
And they won't give you a refund. And they won't give you free bottles of water. I'm guessing. Did they give you any free bottles of water?
They were very tiny.
Mm-hmm. And not the good grade plastic. Thank you for filling me in. Okay. And then this is how we say goodbye.
And we just awkwardly
go.
Chest hug.
Did you not do this with me last time where we go?
Oh my God, I can't do this.
You have to.
I'm not doing it.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Mwah. No, you have to say it. Mwah.
Oh, why?
Because I said so. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for tuning in. Mwah. Very good.